Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm the beauty specialist here at Beauty Brands in Addison, and we are going to do a little tutorial today to kind of show you a really pretty, nice, simple fall look with a soft smoky eye, soft peach cheek, and then a little bit more color on the lip, maybe something kind of in the berry family. How do you feel about that? Good. All right, well, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to grab is our Too Faced palette. This is our semi-sweet chocolate bar palette. It's one of my favorites at the store, one of our top sellers. And we're also going to use Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. This is a really awesome product to use underneath your shadow to help with the life of your shadow. It's going to also help with the pigment so it stays on and it's a little bit more of a truer color. So we're going to use a little bit of primer, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about brushes. The first brush we're going to use here is just a flat base brush that we use for shadow or for an eyeshadow base. And we sell this here. It's from our KCO collection at Beauty Brands. And we're going to start just by priming the eye. So we're going to go right on the lid, right near the lash line, and up below the brow. You want just a tiny little bit. You don't need too much product at all. So we're going to grab our chocolate bar palette from Too Faced, and we're going to use an all over base color. This one's called Coconut Cream. What's nice about this shadow is it's completely matte. So if you want to take a little bit on the inner corner of the eye, or maybe a little bit underneath the eye to brighten up, you can do that. It's a completely matte all over base shadow. Okay, so now that we've got a nice lid and base to work off of, then we're going to start adding our color. And since we're doing a soft smoky eye, I'm going to grab a blending brush and a base brush here. These are also from KCO and Japanesque, which we still sell at the store. I'm going to use what's called a prime color. So I'm going to use a little bit of peanut butter in her crease. And this is what we call a transition color. So this type of transition is just a little bit warmer than their natural skin tone. And it goes right in the middle of the eye. So it's helping warm up the eye shape a little bit. And then we're going to take our darker color, which is going to be we probably could either do truffled or frosting. I'm going to do truffled since it's more matte. And this is going to be our corner color. When you're applying your corner color, you want to kind of go in a little bit of a sideways V, and then we're going to blend it. Okay, and then we're going to use our blending brush to soften. So we're going to put a little bit of that truffled brown on the inside and the outside. We're going to blend the color together. So I'm leaving the center of the lid just a little bit lighter. So same thing on this side, we're just kind of doing that little sideways V. And then we're going to add a little bit of that color on the inner corner of the eye as well. And then we're blending those colors together. It's both truffled on inside and outside corner. And then that's where we get to have fun with a little bit of shimmer. So we're going to put a little bit of shine just right in the center of her eye. So we're going to use Pink Sugar. And we're just pressing that color right on the lid. So we're going to use Butter Pecan, which is just perfect flesh tone color. And that's going to go right underneath the brow to highlight that area. I also like to take a little bit in the inner corner. Open for me. And we are gonna do a little bit of liner on her as well. Got a little liner brush here. We're actually gonna use powder in this case from True. This is called Caffeine. This is pigmented enough to use as a shadow or as a liner. So you can use it either or. In this case, we're gonna be using it as an eyeliner, and we're using a little angle brush with it. And you are going to get some fallout from your liner if you're doing a powder liner, and that's okay. We're gonna sweep that away with a little bit of powder afterwards, so we will get some fallout from the liner. But we're doing a nice thick line, and then we're gonna be blending it with a brush. And then we're going to take a small little blending brush here and just blend right out where we have the powder shadow or the powder liner. Good. And then we're going to do some mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras, and it will actually be on the sale coming up. This is called Perfect. This is our Flash, so it's our black formula. It's a gel-based formula. It's going to coat the lashes. 2 to 3 coats is really all you need. We're going to start at the base of the lash and work out. Beautiful. Okay. And then at this point, we are going to take just a little bit of loose powder. This is from one of our contour kits from Smashbox. It's one of my favorites for women that maybe just want a flat highlight. They can use this right below the cheekbone, or right above the cheekbone, I'm sorry, and down the center of the nose. If they want a little bit of a soft contour, I have that option too, which is that center color, and a little bit more of an intense contour is gonna be the one on the far right. Fantastic palette also for the eyes. Everything in this palette is all matte, so it can be used on the eyes or the cheeks. So we're gonna go in with that, and we're gonna basically pick up any fallout that we may have gotten from the shadow underneath the eye. Look up for me. And we're just gonna kind of sweep that away. And we're also adding a little bit of that powder as a highlight as well. And we can even do a little bit of that highlight down the center of the nose, the bow of the lip, and the forehead. All areas where the light would hit our skin. That's where we want that highlight to be. And then we are gonna do a little contour since she's here and we're doing a little bit more of a smoky look. I'm gonna add a little bit of this warm contour right to her cheekbones. Popping it right below her cheekbone to really get that sculpted look. And then kind of right above where the hairline is here. You can also go along the jawline if you feel necessary. She's got a beautiful cheekbone, so we're just gonna mainly focus here and then put a little bit along the hairline. And we're gonna fill in her beautiful brows. And I'm gonna use Anastasia, which is actually one of our best-selling products in the store. You want your brow to start on the very inner corner of the eye. You'd love the arch to be kind of right to the right of the pupil, and you'd love it to end right where your brush would hit the corner of the eye there. Okay. And then I think what we're gonna do is just kind of liven up her cheek a little bit and put on a little lip. So we're using, this is Grapefruit from Laura Geller, which is a nice, pretty, this color can be year round. I love this in the fall with a nice kind of toasty brown eye and a berry lip. So that's what we're doing on her today. I want a little color on the lip, especially for the season. So I chose Sonia. This is from Stila. Now when you guys are filling in a lip, you can choose to use a lip brush or you can put this directly on the lip. The reason I love to use a lip brush when I'm applying lipstick is I'm filling in all those little nooks and crannies. We're getting a nice smooth look from our lipstick when we're actually using a brush. And I find I don't have to line if I'm doing it that way because I'm already getting a lot of good precision and I'm actually using my lipstick as a liner. Okay, and last but not least, we're gonna use a little gloss on top. And this is also from Stila. Why I chose a gold over a berry is gonna kind of warm this up a little bit, so it's gonna blend very well with her eye. And you can kind of see when I'm doing that gold, it's just giving her a little bit of a sheen right in the center of the lip. And it's very important too. Any season we're going to see a big focus on skin, but especially in fall, we're gonna be seeing that very dewy, healthy skin, which is why we kept her foundation nice and lightweight. The cheek we put on was nice and soft and luminous. And we kept her eyes smoky, but somewhat soft, which we're gonna be seeing a lot of this fall. Okay, you're ready for a night on the town.
Yay!
Thank you so much for coming in today.